Alright, times, isn't it? So it's going to go quite quickly.
Yeah, definitely the shortest elapsed time.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it's only shorter by 2 meters, but from the guys, I think it's fairly confident that we will be expecting. Oh my God, there's a Williams in the barrier.
Williams. Oh, hey, oh.
Yep, oh my
Josh.
God.
Oh, avoid him!
Yeah, I think he's either coming together with with one of the McLarens, only just caught the end of that.
Oh, there's an AlphaTauri on the grass also going next. He's staying on the grass.
What is he doing? Yeah, but yeah, so his 2 cars go.
DJ's out.
Yeah, he has a qualifying ban from France because he retired on the track.
Oh, okay. So obviously I did miss France. Did we get anyone new which I should keep an eye out for?
Aspect.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
And a couple of the Div 2 reserves at the moment. Avalanche, Raceway, those guys always providing really good action for the midfield.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, for France, it was a bloody good race. Anyone who hasn't seen it yet, please go and watch it. You wouldn't have thought that France would offer as much unpredictability or on-track action as Baku. It was that hectic. Bloody hell, Raceway. I saw the back end stepping out on that.
Well, that looks like I missed a pretty good one from the sounds of it.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, I was a bit panicky because I knew that you weren't going to be there, so I was like, it's going to be a ball fest. But no, it weren't. It was a proper solid race. Really good.
Alright, let's hope it can make up for it.
Put it this way, Aspect, who was like leading the race, pretty much from lights and almost to flag, and then on the last 2 laps, he had a issue, and he only just finished 10th. After like leading the whole race, yeah. He had a problem of some kind. I think it was he lagged out. I can't remember if he had an incident on track or not. But yeah, it was unfortunate for him. He still got a point at the end of it, but yeah.
Okay.
So
now I take it Indigo's changed his name at the top.
Yeah, joining a new esports team. Not really sure what the dream part is, but it's still the same driver. No, it was a shame for both Ferraris last time out in France because they ended up DNFing. No Ferrari finished and both being involved in a Turn 1 incident. Huge pile-up. We had 18 cars for France. Only 5 of them got through Turn 1 without damage.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, like, not only was the carbon fibre, there was polystyrene everywhere. Like,
so,
it was like instant safety car after 2 corners.
So what did the main people from, like we normally expect main people for I know of, like Mark and MDJ said for?
MDJ obviously, he was involved in the. Well, it was the Ferraris, both of them, and MDJ being involved in the Turn 1 instance. So those guys ended up at the back of the grid at the safety car restart. Mark, predictably, he got through fairly okay. Made the race his own at the end of it, picked up the pieces when it fell apart for everyone else, and he took the win. Double Mercedes podium. Leroy finishing ahead of his teammate Q-Tip on penalties. And even even after the penalties removed, because there were a few collisions beyond the safety car, awesome dude finished P4 at the end of that.
Good day.
Yeah, it was quite hectic.
Anyway, speaking of Mark, I'm following, and he's about to come through the last 2 corners to finish his first.
Just right on board with Dylan in the Alfa Romeo. Lean proof. No, doesn't. Right, Mark. Pole.
Yeah.
Only just look at it.
Not by much, no.
0.039, barely half a tenth.
Bloody hell.
But it's the kind of competition that we need, especially with Austria. It's always, even in normal F1, it's a decent track for racing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one person who doesn't like this, and Lando on the last 2 laps of the 2 races in Austria this year.
Going to ride on board with Q-Tip then for his flying lap. Not set a time yet. But honestly, for Mercedes, they needed that double podium after last week. Lordy has been absent for a few weeks now, so if anyone knows where he is, need to try and chase him up. And because of it, Williams have now dropped down to 5th and Mercedes are in 4th. Do you want me to go through the standings? I'll only do little bits of them.
Yeah, do a quick flash.
Right, quick flash of the drivers' standings. Predictably, Mark Espy still leading the Drivers' Championship. He is on... Come on, load. 186 points leading the way. He is 50 points clear of MDJ, despite DNFing. MDJ is still second in the championship. Blaze for Gaming still staying third, but because of his DNF and Q-Tip's podium, he only has a 2-point lead over Q-Tip. He's on 110. And despite his absences, Lordy's still in 5th place on 81, and Leroy shooting right up the driver's standings. He's now on 57, but just behind him we've got Pitch Black, who is taking a temporary absence. He's tied on points with Awesome Dude. We've got Indigo 1 point behind those on 50, and then we get into the rest of the midfield, likes of Raceway Shifters, Josh, Charlie, Twan, and rest of our midfield. As for the constructors, Red Bull still lead the way with 237 points now. They are 50 points clear of Ferrari, 187. Bad day for Renault, but a fairly good result for not Luke Beck last time out. He's keeping them in the title fight on 160. Like I said, Mercedes jumping Williams on 142, Williams 112, AlphaTauri 75, Racing Point 49, Alfa Romeo 12, McLaren 11, and Haas on 6.
Alright then, thanks for the catch-up.
Yep, oh my god. I've seen Q-Tip trying to overtake his teammate in the pit lane. He actually pulled it off.
Well, to be fair, obviously Q-Tip was on that lap, but I don't know if you saw, on the very last corner, he went massively wide.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm trying to ride on board with people who are on final laps because I'm not really paying attention. Not the best qualifying show I've ever put on. Is he on a lap?
Oh yeah, he's on it.
Oh wow. All eyes on the Ferrari then.
Here we go, last corner. Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in, keep it in!
He's done it. It's about... Yeah, it's going to be valid. Yeah! He goes pole! First driver in the 102s. That's a really solid time. Who else was going to cross the line? Luke Beck. I'll ride on board with him. Oh no, I think he's invalidated his lap. I think he ran wide at the final corner. Shifter's invalid. Charlie's invalid as well.
Okay, so I'm following Mark, who's on a lap now. In Sector 1, he was quicker by 9 thousandths of a second. Turn off your phone.
Yeah, sorry. I've got someone trying to call me.
Mark going into the bull section. I don't know what to call them. He's up in Sector 2 by not a lot. Oh, this is going to be tight.
The ball section, I believe it is the second sector. Not even that, it's where Sector 2 and 3 come together.
Yeah. Mark, here we go.
Nah, I thought he was going to be invalid. He improves only by 5,000. Wow.
I don't know where he lost that because he was up by a minuscule margin in Sector 1 and 2, so he must have done something in Sector 3.
Yeah, his final corner weren't the best. Bit of poor entry and it compromised his exit. There's a AlphaTauri about to come to the line. I believe. Yeah, it's Raceway now on the flying lap. Gonna ride on board with him for a bit, unless you see anyone else ahead on the flyer.
Blaze is just about to finish a lap.
I'll keep an eye on the timing board. Oh, he's up on 9 tenths. P5, not too bad. Look how close that is. How many people we've got in like the 103s is quite incredible.
I don't know if Raceway's on something.
Yeah, Raceway
split.
is on a flyer. I'm riding on board with him. He's up by 8/10. Should give him out a 104.7. Close between him and Luke Beck.
But how about the third? Oh, alright. Cross the line, where's it going to go? 12. 4.4.
I think that's a fairly okay result.
So we're pretty much all in the pits now, apart from one man who's on a flying lap right now. It's Q-Tip.
Right on board of Q-Tip then.
Going into the second split. What's he got in the second split?
He's
4,
purple.
4. Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's purple.
Okay then. Is this a new challenger?
One of only 2 drivers still yet to set a time, and the quicker he gets a time in the better. I think he could have taken more of the inside curb. It's not going to be pole, but it will be P6.
Did he lose a lot in sector 3?
No, it's you can gain a lot of time. By the looks of it, it's about half a second if you nail the final apex. You need to ride a lot of the curb, but it is quite difficult. I was just trying to, because it's a very fine line actually cutting the corner, and even if you cut some of the apex, you need to make sure you are maintaining the right amount of revs going through the final corner, so you don't run wide on the exit and invalidate.
Right, and obviously Q-Tip was one of the one or two people who didn't set a time, but now he has. Now the main person not set a lap time is on a lap time.
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Carp, see where he can put the McLaren. His teammate in P9. I mean, Reese 17, he's doing really well in.
Grass there.
Yeah, Reese is doing really well in Division 2 at the moment. Carp's lacking a little bit behind, but he's still getting in the points when he needs to.
That doesn't look competitive.
It's a confidence thing.
How are you around Austria?
I'm okay, I'm not the best. Put it this way, I wouldn't be getting pole. It's a 105.9.
So clearly he must have made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, I hope he's got enough fuel because he's really on the bubble of being able to improve his time.
Anyway,
anyone on an actual lap, like not an out lap?
Let me have a look.
I'll ride on board with Josh and
guy
Williams, see if I know that he's improved his time after his early shenanigans with one of the McLarens, but yeah.
Yeah, you can follow Josh, so I'm going to follow the Alpha Tauri in 12th. There's a McLaren stopped inside the road.
As long as he's not driving the wrong
McLaren's
way.
in the gravel.
Oh my god.
Well, it's in the gravel, so it's not like it would just be an annoyance. It would kind of throw your concentration off a bit.
Yeah, as long as he's out of the way, which he was like more than enough. But yeah, Carp's being sensible. Josh actually set in the purple sector 2.
Yeah. And the Alpha is about to go around the last corner.
Yeah, he's got traffic with Reese.
Too wide, he's invalidated.
Reese isn't in any obligation to move out of the way. Josh getting a cheeky toe. He improves to P4. He managed to get 3 temps by having a draft from the McLaren. Reese is now allowed to push on himself for his own lap. Oh, shifters! P3! Where's that pace come from in the racing point? Yeah, I need to pay more attention.
Everyone's out on that.
Yeah, everyone's out now. Where's the Ferrari's gonna go? Where's Indigo?
Indigo's out to start a lap.
They're all on out laps. Who was... right, I'm just gonna head back down with Reese, see if anyone in front of him will improve. Reese, he's barely up by 1,000th on his lap at the moment. These give each other space. Avalanche will come to the line shortly after. We're not expecting him to improve. Now Reese is really going for it. Ooh.
Indigo.
Oh, you lucky sod.
Indigo.
P10 for Reese.
Didn't go very quick. To the one, be slower. I got 62. What you got? What you got, Indigo?
Sorry about the
slower.
spam, but I'm just trying to find where the guys are. Oh, Leroy has gone off.
Indigo will finish his lap time. Awesome Dude's going to start 15th.
I love watching Indigo's lap, so
Indigo,
he does improve
quicker!
by 1,000th of a second. Oh, it was probably worth it for him. Right on board with Mark now.
Here comes Mark, here comes Mark.
I have no idea if Mark's up his time, but his car's just been spat back out into the straight, and he's slower by 800ths of a second. One of Charlie will come to the line, but he's invalidated.
McLaren will be the last one to cross the line.
Yeah, he is also invalidated, so that is the grid. Just got to wait on Blaze by Gaming to retire his car, which he does. Right, I can finally do my race notes for the guys. For that is pole position for VAR Dream Indigo, 102.8 in the Ferrari, out qualifying Mark Espy P2 for Red Bull, Shifters Merxy for Racing Point P3. Where the hell is he found that pace from? Overall, that is a really close grid. It's actually a very close top 12, I'd say. Maybe even, yeah, definitely a very competitive top 10.
Now, clearly, the driver of qualifying was definitely the racing point of Shifty, wasn't it?
Yeah, the driver of the day, but
Definitely
qualifier of the day for Shifters. Yeah, he's really improved, so I'm actually really happy for that. Race information for Austria then. Race distance will be 36 laps, 90% will be lap 32, so as long as you complete lap 32, you will all get points. Tyre strategies for today. Can't do a one stop, but a two stop expected with an inevitable safety car. Softs will be able to do 17 laps, mediums 22, and the hards 28. There were 17 cars on the grid. Everyone please be careful going into turn 1. I don't want a repeat of France. I can't cope with that again.
It is a tight corner though.
Yeah, so you'd think they'd all slam on the brakes in time.
Don't worry, you'll have a worse time in, say, Russia and Mexico.
Russia, well, yeah, if we head to Russia, it's not even turn 2 we have to worry about. It really is the kink of turn 1. Every time I've been to Russia, it's been race affected. If you don't believe me, go back and see Division 2 from last season. You know it was a bad crash when you see also one car literally mounting another. That's how bad that was. Right, full rundown of the grid then. Like I said, VAR Dream Indigo on pole position for Ferrari ahead of Mark Espy, Drivers' Championship leader in P2 for Red Bull. Shifters Merxy's best qualifying of the season, P3 for Racing Point. Aspect, P4 for Alfa Romeo. Things didn't go his way in France for whatever reason, so you can only assume he's got the pace to challenge for a podium here today. Taze Leroy, highest qualifying Mercedes, will start P5. Josh Sol Williams for today starting P6. Blazed by Gaiman, trying to desperately hang on to his P3 in the Drivers' Championship, starts P7. And his rival Q-Tip, 2 points separate these two in the standings. Q-Tip starting P8 for Mercedes. Not Luke Bet P9, the highest qualifying Renault for today. It's not been that great results recently for Renault. Hopefully they can turn things around very quickly. Reese, the Div 2 reserve driver, qualifying P10 for McLaren. Dylan, with his improving racecraft, allowed to take part again. Starting on the hard compound, P11 for Alfa Romeo. Charlie Cogden, P2 in the Division 2 Drivers' Championship, starting P12 for Racing Point. Raceway, yeah, he is P3 in Div 2, start P13 for AlphaTauri. Avalanche P14, teammate today. Awesome dude, P15, shockingly, quite far down with what I'd expect from him, but either way he starts 15th for Red Bull. Carp's 16th for McLaren, Div 2 reserve driver again. Not the best pace on the grid, but still here nonetheless, and we're more than happy to have him as long as he's happy to race. And MDJ qualifying ban after France for retiring on track, starts 17th for Renault and starting on the medium tyres. Oh, that was a long one. Right, do you want to take him through lights out, Gamey?
Yeah, here we go. Alright, here we go, Emmett. Here for Nhrl in the Racing League. We got the lights, Emmett, coming out. 3, 4, 5 red lights! And it's the lights out, away we go here in Austria! And that's a great stop by the Red Bull! Yeah, here we go, coming inside it. There's the Alpha.
Oh, there's a diving AlphaTauri at the back. There's a spinning McLaren. Two McLarens have come together.
Shocker for them.
Yeah.
Very close back. Look at the Alpha. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, that diving in from an Alpha. Oh, that's a touch.
Oh no, there's a collision with the Williams on the racing point. Careful there with the Williams resetting to track.
Shifty.
Yeah, Shifty with wing damage there.
Shifty.
Right, going to ride ball with Q-Tip with Blaze by game. These guys are wheel to wheel going through into the second sector.
Here we go, the throw will have the inside line. Also near a penalty.
Will most likely be removed at the end of the race. Yeah, Q-Tip jumping his teammate as well. And Charlie Collins just waiting beyond these guys to pick up the pieces as long as anything happens. We're going to ride back on board with Leroy.
Yeah, Luke's got back into 8th.
Yeah, all of these cars, all within the shout of a podium. I think the timing screen is having its little moment. It's not lap 3 already, is it?
No, we only just did one lap, so we've kind of skipped a lap there for it.
Yeah, the timing screen's all messed up then. It says DRS is enabled and everything. I'm pretty sure the drivers know what's going on. Just give it about 2 or 3 laps, the timing will typically sort it out.
There we go.
There we go, right, it's Josh Shifters and MDJ into the pits. Not sure what happened to MDJ in the start, unless if he was involved when the McLarens came together.
I normally we normally see this timing screen as like naff up in a few occasions, but I've never seen the lap counter do that.
I have, but I've not seen like DRS say it was enabled on lap 2, so it's almost like F1 2020, it's getting more and more broken as the game cycle goes on. And the first of the penalties starting to come in. Aspect and Blaze by gaming 3-second penalties apiece. There's a yellow flag in the 3rd sector. That's Luke Beck trying to go into the pit lane and he's crashed his car. He's still in the race, but that's going to be a wing change for the Renault driver.
So that's a bad day for the Renaults today.
Yeah, another one. They need to start pulling the weight a bit
Blaze!
more. They're falling way too far back.
Get self into 3rd. No, it's nice.
Literal to an Aspect will get DRS. Run right on board the Q-Tip, acting cameraman.
Here we go. And that Alpha should have it. Yeah.
He's gone a bit deep.
Yeah, very deep. It's side by side again. But obviously the Alpha will try and take the inside line off into... Oh, guys!
Oh no! Oh my God! That was about to be a plane crash.
Q-Tip's got a good drive now because of that. Don't give up!
Oh, Q-Tip! No, they're in the barrier!
No!
Aspect out of the race! Q-Tip out of the race! Safety car!
So, no driver wanted to give them to give no quarter. They've hit each other and they've both gone off.
I think Q-Tip has to take all the blame for that, unfortunately. He sent it into the final corner. He never cleared the Alfa Romeo. He just carried too much momentum and front right of the Alfa, rear left of the Mercedes, and then into the barrier they go.
Well, from my screen, Connor, as they were going through the penultimate corner, Q-Tip had practically pretty much got all of his car in front of the Alfa.
Yeah, it's been a difficult one. As long as both drivers submit footage to that, the accuracy of the steward's inquiry is all the more important.
But yeah. More bad
Well,
luck for that aspect.
nah, that's such a shame though, because he's got so much pace. He
Blazes
needs,
in.
he needs to start being rewarded for it. It's a bold strategy call. The soft runners, they don't need to pit just yet, unless if they. That's a new fresh set of softs for the Ferrari.
Two-stop.
Yeah, so I expect him to go on the mediums.
The Alpha Dylan's coming in.
Yeah, it'd be about lap 15. I'd expect to see Blaze back in again. Raceway, drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Raceway P9. Well, yeah, even after the safety car restart, Blaze being the only one to pit in the top 10. Dylan coming in now. These guys on fresh softs, they can really start to attack the guys ahead of them.
Yeah. Now, does this allow another? Obviously, we now have a roll and start again. But would this also allow them to give Indigo a much better chance of getting Mark at the restart?
As long as Indigo's got his tyres up to the temperature that he needs, he can have a run, but Mark knows how to defend, he knows how to drive pretty much any circuit, but as does Jamie, Indigo, he can, well, obviously Mark knows how to defend, Indigo knows how to attack. Hopefully Indigo's a little bit smart with this. It's only lap 5, we've still got over 30 laps to go in the race. But I think with Indigo, the only thing that he can really do is try and stay with Mark and try and get him under DRS.
Now, another thing to probably mention also is obviously when you're in a safety car, obviously your tyres can obviously make it a bit further because you're not really using them too much. But also, like you said, they obviously lose their temperature, so it gets a little bit awkward in that regard. But obviously, two people have pitted, obviously Blaze and Dylan, so they're obviously going to maybe get the net lead after all the rest of the people actually hit whenever they do. It surely can't be far away from that. But with their tyre choices, I actually honestly think they've found the wrong tyre.
It depends how the race goes, especially if there's another safety car. I mean, the likes of Blazed.
Safety car in.
Yep, safety car in this lap. As long as there's not another one, I'd say Blaze is in the shout for podium. Again, it's so early on in the race, anything can happen. Looking at the biggest winners and losers after the opening laps, we've got Avalanche and Awesome Dude up 9 places from the start. Biggest loser obviously being Aspect, but yeah, still Shifters down 9 places after his early contact with the Williams, but I think that's a saving grace for Josh and Shifters. The pack will bunch up a bit. What's going to be interesting now is when does Mark...
He's launched it.
No, he's not. Not just yet. Yeah, he's gone now. Not sure if Indigo's been quite napping. Not really sure why Indigo's weaving there. Yeah, we're back racing again in Austria.
Raceway's over side by side with the Red Bull.
Yeah, careful guys.
Careful.
Ooh, very
Here we
close.
go, dive on in! Yeah, that's it. He has to give, obviously, the Ferrari's there now!
Yeah, Blaze has got a hell of a run. Raceway surely will have to yield the position.
No, because he has the inside line.
Yeah, but these guys completely different strategies. They ought to be fighting their own races as long as they think sensibly. Right, next up for Blaze will be Awesome Dude, who's trying to catch Avalanche. That's a McLaren, I believe that's Carps.
And to give him no penalty for shoes.
Yeah, he should be okay.
Wait,
down. This way, I'm not really sure if there's no damage on the AlphaTauri. Probably just a change of tyres for him then.
If he goes on the hard,
Avalanche had a hell of a... It was like the worst exit possible coming out the first corner. Awesome dude getting through, as does Blaze. Blaze is going to have a look down the inside into turn 3.
Those new Reds are really
sending a bit of a lunge,
really
but
helping,
compromised his exit. Yeah, it's definitely the tie that he needed.
Shifty and look back.
Ooh. Battles everywhere, struggling to keep an eye on everything.
Go side by side, I think look back has the inside, yeah.
I fear Carps has had a coming together with Raceway.
I believe, yes. Oh, right, so
to be fair, I feel a bit sorry for MDJ. He's just caught in traffic at this point.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
MDJ penalty.
Yeah, penalty time. I'm going to run Bull with Blaze then. It is the fight to watch. See when he can overtake the Red Bull. DRS enabled now as soon as these guys come across the line. Awesome dude playing it a bit sensible. He does have enough ERS. Yeah, but gets a penalty for his troubles.
MDJ gets fast shifty.
Yeah, it should be done and dusted. Overtake there for the Ferrari, but no. Awesome dude's still trying to fight it.
No, he's got it. Oh, Josh and Luke. And Luke got it.
Yeah, but Josh got DRS.
Here we go.
Oh, careful guys.
A little bit of a little swipe though.
Where's those? Josh is on the hard tyre. Can run Bud from the perspective of his teammate. Both Renaults desperately going to try and climb the way through the field today. Oh, Josh going through the gravel and Luke doing the same. You think surely there's got to be team orders down at Renault?
Oh, there's the Red Bull! Red Bull in the wall! Awesome.
I'm sorry, I missed that completely. Did he just lose that by himself?
I think he may have asked him on the power a little bit in the wrong place in the last corner. He just swerved just like the real Red Bull that did last time.
Dylan getting past Avalanche. The two Renaults trying to trade places, but they've got shifters right behind them.
Here we go.
Line of stern. Three cars have been DRS of each other, but still none of them got 3 cars to DRS, and none of them actually making grounds on the Williams in front.
Josh, a penalty.
I don't know how he got a penalty. He didn't even go for the white line.
Well, he did kind of touch the grass there. That's what gave him it.
Fair play. Expecting the guys who haven't stopped yet on the softs in within the next 5 laps. Obviously, Blaze, he can take his tyres to lap 20 if he really wanted to, and then an easy medium stint to the end, barring any other safety cars. Who's that in Sector 3? That's an AlphaTauri. That is Raceway. Yeah, oh, he's had a moment. He's going to have another wing change. Right, here's DJ on Josh.
He's got to
outside. Josh still fighting him. Raceway speeding penalty in the pit lane.
That Williams on white tyres are working quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, surprisingly. I mean, he's got 2 guys behind him on the softs, and he's holding them off on hard tyres.
Credit where credit's due.
Well, he's a natural-born racer anyway. Just wish his racecraft was as good as his attendance. Moving up to the front end of the grid, I want to watch Indigo and see how he's going to cope with attacking Mark Espy. Indigo has a hell of a lot of ERS. Mark Espy has next to nothing.
So here we go, he might try and use it here.
Yeah, ERS, I'm sure he's got Rich enabled as well in his engine mode. DRS.
Here we go.
Surely, you'd think, surely.
He's trying it!
Going down the inside, going a little bit deep. Yeah, perfect amount of momentum as well. MDJ getting past Josh. You know, he's going to fight it on the inside line again. That's
still fighting back.
Josh's favourite line. But that's left Josh now vulnerable to the other Renault.
Williams!
Oh, no. There's been a spin. Up ahead, that is a McLaren who's gotten, hopefully not caused any problems to anybody. Sorry about that, I was about panicking. I saw a Ferrari, what I thought was a Ferrari stationary.
Indigo's pitted.
To go in, as does Mark. Right, what tyres are these guys going to go on? Taze Leroy leads the race. He should be in the next couple laps. Mediums, what's that for Red Bull? It's the hards.
Ooh, so I think the Red Bull might be going to the end on that.
Yeah, he's going to try to go for one stop, even if there's a safety car. That leaves him open for any other tyre. Blaze coming together with Charlie, going into turn 3. Only just enough space to keep the car stable.
Question, how long can the mediums last for?
22 laps.
Oh, he might.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. He would be in punch territory. Hard 28 laps. Oh, Mikey, that. Oh, that back end is stable enough for you, mate. I've gone slightly more warm soft, so all these guys are going to be in the next couple of laps. That's Blaze making a move.
Blaze is through.
Yeah, he's made a move on Charlie. Leroy into the box. Now Blaze, he's got the clear road. He can push as hard as he wants to now until lap 20, when he will be next expected to pit again. There's so many cars in the pits now. I'm just trying to see where everyone is. Is that MDJ in the box, Charlie, Leroy? Yeah, honestly, if this... I've noticed like Josh and Mark, they're almost on opposite strategies. Because Mark take cards to the end, where I believe Josh will be open for a soft stint at the end of the race.
Luke and Avalon. Luke made it through. Oh, and Shift is going to do it also. Makes sense.
Yeah, just worried if the guys haven't pitted yet, because it's the kind of degradation on tyre where if they lose the back end, they're probably not going to catch it. Shifters with another penalty. That's Luke back into the box. Avalanche getting all out of shape at the final corner.
Shift is fitted also.
Right, how much is Indigo going to benefit from this?
White tyres for Luke.
I believe, yeah, Indigo at the moment, I would say he's net P4. Surely, inevitably, he is going to catch up to the Williams as well at some point, but crucially, he's out of DRS range ahead of Mark. As whatever advantage Indigo has at the moment, he has to do it now, because Mark will catch him at the end of the race when the mediums degrade, where he can't really push anymore.
Yeah, and let's not forget, he might be forced to pit again.
Yeah, maybe. Especially if there's
he doesn't have to. But
yeah.
I imagine if we get later on in this race and there is a safety car, we will see a new set of reds.
I wish I could say Indigo's the best at looking after his tyres, but honestly I've not really seen him.
Fighter!
I've not really seen him push too much. Don't know what the hell Avalanche was doing there at the penultimate corner. Indigo's like about ready to go for an overtake, but Avalanche at the last moment decided he was going to come into the pit lane.
No.
Nothing really wrong about that. It's just Indigo was caught a bit off guard, but that could have been so much worse. I mean, cat-like reactions have actually kept Indigo in the race there.
So pretty much what I see's happened was I believe Avalar was actually planning to pit that entire time. He did keep throughout going when he actually went through, when you actually enter sector 3, before he when he actually entered the straight part before the penultimate corner, he did keep to the right completely, so he was going to pit, but he probably didn't expect that Ferrari to come as quick as it did. So
yeah, I mean, there was like a fair amount of gap to it. And I know that Avalanche, he was only slowing down to enter the pit lane, but obviously Indigo's not going to be thinking about that.
I don't think he did it on purpose.
Oh no, surely not. Like I say, he's only slowing down to enter the pit lane, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have avoided that. I would have absolutely rear-ended the thing. Right,
so,
there will be a fight to watch because Leroy is now within DRS range of Mark, and he is on the medium tyres. Oh, I don't know what happened with Indigo there. Mark has got past him.
Hello. Does that happen?
Yeah, again, Mark has got, again, no ERS, so with that, how shall I call it, it wasn't really an instant, but the moment with Indigo being held up, he lost us 1.5 seconds worth of time to Mark, so he was always within DRS, but I think Mark just used a lot of his energy to try and overtake the Ferrari, but Indigo's still playing it smart.
He tried that on that. Well, from the gap that I saw from it, I really don't think, he could have got that position without. I think Indigo may have got a very remarkably bad exit out of turn. Technically, it's turn 3, isn't it?
It is turn 3. Turn 2 was reclassified back in
turn
2016.
3, Ferrari!
Yeah. Go on, mate. Send it down the inside. He does, and he goes for deep for his worries. Now he's going to be under attack from Leroy. I'm sure Leroy's not really going to be too bothered whether Indigo makes a mistake or not.
The guys in this league of ours are obviously actually driving the top 3 cars in real life, and somehow it is actually looking like how it would normally play out in Austria. The leader said,
Blaze coming in. Yeah, he's the mold to take his softs that long. Like I said, medium tyres. He is expected to go to the end of the race. He can pit again if he wants. Dylan in the box as well. Josh and Williams now leading the race. Those hards can go easily another, well, I say easily, maximum another 12 laps.
I'm expecting another Ferrari move here in turn 3. No,
oh my god! I'm taking the advertising board with him for good measure. He's having he gets it stopped just in time. Is Mark going to have DRS or will it be Indigo? Neither of them?
No, neither of them got it.
Mark using a lot of VRS to stay with Indigo there, having the wider line. With the wide track, he can carry more speed. Someone's going to have to yield. Who yields into turn 6? Neither of them do.
No one. And the Ferrari through.
Beautiful overtake there from Indigo, and yeah, Mark trying to fight Indigo. He's now got the Mercedes Leroy to contend with.
Yeah, Leroy is there. So yeah, this is definitely a fight here, isn't it?
Hashtag main fight. Yeah, there is a fight further down the field. Fight for P8, I believe that is, between Dylan and Shifters. If you want to just keep an eye on that, I'll keep an eye on these two. Mark getting past Indigo with DRS. Don't know if he'll have it again on the using overtake to try and stay with him. It's the worst thing. Like Indigo, he needs to maintain track position ahead of Mark on these tyres. Still don't cut out Blaze though. He can absolutely rag those mediums toward the end. Not that they'd need to call down team orders, but he's definitely doing what Ferrari need to try and catch Red Bull. We'll see Mark doing all he can, currently in P2, but awesome dude out of the points having... Oh, Indigo, is he having a look? Indigo, there he goes. He's
doing more than a look, he's having a proper go at it.
It's like he almost brake tested him as soon as he made the move into turn 3. The
this
rear
is
wing was open
back
again.
And forth between these guys.
Yeah, the thing is, Mark can do this. It's not helping his ERS, but it's going to be pushing Indigo's tyres to the limit come the end of the race. let's have a look at the biggest winners and losers then, as we're probably entering the final third of the race. MDJ up 10 places and potentially can still improve. I don't know if he will be able to contend for a podium. I mean, he is carrying at least one penalty that I'm aware of as well.
Merc.
Leroy down the inside.
It worked!
Well, that's probably very irritated Mark, but as long as there's no damage between the two, he's more than entitled to do that. It's making me wonder now if Leroy's going to start attacking Indigo. Obviously, I do expect him to. Leroy on 1 lap fresher mediums, so minor difference, but it might be enough to decide the podium. And I've noticed Indigo is catching Josh. He's right up his backside now. In those hards, Josh will definitely have to think about a pit stop within the next 3 laps, I'd say.
This will give the Ferrari a boost. And
Mark, 3-second
penalty.
Indigo, he has the pace to maybe get moved on before the corner, but he's going to make life easy for himself, a bit more room. Going into turn 3.
It's also. Here we go. The Mercedes is on the Ferrari also.
Leroy's having a look.
Don't hit the Williams.
Oh, neither of them really hitting each other. No,
they are close though.
Yeah, Leroy and Indigo with DRS. Leroy having the better exit, obviously using his ERS. Indigo is still trying to save his. To be fair, yeah, but now this is going to help Mark out a bit because Josh is just traffic to Indigo and Leroy at this moment.
Yeah, and if he can obviously still keep with this. He can use this squabble of them going slowly swabbling to help preserve his tyres, and so they're even better than they would normally.
Yeah, but the longer Josh stays out in front, it's actually helping himself because not that he'll be. I don't know if he'll be contending for the podium at the end of the race, but it's going to hold up all these guys. So yeah, it's definitely going to help up Blazed. Josh will pit for the softs. Like there's no other reasonable tie that he'd have to choose. Yeah, it's really going to help him out.
Yeah, so obviously this is obviously getting Blades even more and more into this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to watch the Blaze his gap to Mark because I don't think Mark's really being that held up by these guys. Leroy, he's having to move. He's diving down the inside. He's locked up. Williams hits him. There's not really anyone's fault there. Just close racing at its finest. Josh is really struggling on the tyres now. Indigo will be screaming at him for Toothpaste Car to move out the way.
Yeah, and obviously the Red Bull's there.
I'm pretty sure I was prepared for Josh to just slam on the brakes to slow down for the pit. That would have absolutely outraged Indigo.
Here we go.
All I can think of is Indigo will be thinking, come on Williams, why are you doing this? You're holding me up. But he's more than entitled to fight for the track position. And Josh has let Mark through. I think he's still going to try and stay with these guys. I mean, I don't want Josh to be fighting with these guys for too long. Those hards can't make it to the end of the race. And in the last lap, Blazed has closed up by 1 second.
Oh, we're getting close.
Yeah, all eyes on the top 5 then. The thing is, even when Josh pits, it's still undecided yet whether, I don't know, Dylan, Shifters, MDJ, Charlie, there's still a fight for 5, or the fight for 5th. Leroy has actually been quite consistent with the clear road that he's got.
Hey up, Josh said.
Yeah. He's like, surely you had to slow that car down, mate. You're coming in a bit quick there. He does. Right, where's he going to come out? I think he'll be around 10th, so he should be fighting with Luke Beck.
I think Luke Beck's going to do him.
I'm pretty sure Luke Beck wouldn't mind doing him either. Yeah, fresh soft tyres. Loop down the main straight. I think.
Oh no, he's going to keep it.
Yeah, I think he's going to keep it, but.
Get those tyres on as close as you can.
Yeah, so again, top 5 still not decided because Josh can, well, for one, go for fastest lap. Obviously, Leroy holding the fastest lap at the moment with a 106.
Whoa! Dive in there, MDJ, on the racing point.
Oh, sorry.
He dived in there.
Sorry, I didn't realise where it was. Charlie probably not going to be particularly happy about that, but yeah, what can you do? He's got to contend with his teammate. Shifter eyes. I think he's letting his teammate go.
Yeah. Back at the front.
Indigo's
awesome,
preserving his Indigo with a lot more ERS than Leroy.
So, who's the smart driver here?
We'll see when these lot finish the race. Obviously, with Mark having his penalty, that's already going to put Blaze within contention of a podium.
Obviously Blaze is actually getting really awfully close to him now.
Would you mind checking the race director to see in the top 4 for their 3-second penalties while I just watch the racing points scrap?
Leroy doesn't have anything. Indigo doesn't have anything. And I'll say Mark has that 1.
Does Blaze have any?
Blaze... Yes, he has 2.
Oh, okay. Josh, 3-second penalty. Josh has caught up to Dylan. See, Dylan more than entitled to fight for track position, but he's really holding up the Williams. That's Charlie into the box, and he is going to try and have a look at fastest lap for the end of the race.
Look how close Blaze is now.
Yeah, he's really going to be up there. It's a shame really, because I didn't realise Blaze had that many penalties.
Don't worry, we still quite quick, right on lap 28.
Yeah, not that many laps left now. The top
Josh
5 still undecided. I believe that was the DRS move. No, well, yeah, making move into turn 4.
You want to know something great, Connor?
Go for it.
Blaze is in DRS on 3rd.
Not seeing the rear wing open just yet. Oh, MDJ with another penalty.
It's open. Well, he's on that bubble. Look at the time.
Yeah, it's only a couple of thousandths. Josh
fastest lap.
105.9 for a racing lap. That's solid.
That'd be great. That's like qualifying almost. Mark on the Ferrari. He's getting really tight.
Yeah, the thing is, like 15 lap old mediums, Leroy and Indigo, they are going to start feeling the wear now. Whereas
and
Mark,
also the Red Bull won't.
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, the hards are not going to be perfect at this point, but this is the change in strategy that Mark needs to try and win the race. He is carrying penalties.
Big penalty.
He might get one more.
If he did, that would be a pretty big open contest for Blaze, which is now just over. Blaze has that DRS now.
Yeah, it's just like, just look at the difference between ERS with Leroy and Indigo, then look at Mark's. Like, Mark is really pushing. Indigo, as long as he covers the inside, which he does, he's got traffic with Leroy. Oh, they all lock up. He's being hung around the outside.
I'm pretty sure Leroy and Mark were touched there.
Oh, they did, but that's more than okay for what happened. Gonna run board with Blaze, acting cameraman.
Acting cameraman, he's going to be more than just a cameraman. Oh, Charlie was fastest lap.
Wow. Good on you, Charlie. It's about half a second faster than the Williams' fastest lap.
Josh got past Shifty.
Yep. Soft
Back to the
tyres
front.
really playing well. Yeah, with MDJ's penalties as well, like Josh only about a second behind MDJ, so the top 6 still yet to be decided. To be fair, I'd say like the entire top 10 with the amount of penalties everyone's got. It's probably one of the closest final laps that we've ever seen in Nhrl, would you agree? Everything to play for, everyone needs the advantage they can get, because after this race, we're going to be halfway through the season.
Yep.
August only feels like about a week ago.
Anyway, I'm going to look at the Nhrls precisely.
Yep. Definitely give me info on the top 5.
So, Leroy, I believe, has around the 80% mark for his Nhrls.
You can just check the telemetry.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
go on Square in the spectator menu, just go to telemetry, you'll see it.
Oh yeah. Indigo is in the 70%, yeah, he's gone past them, he's using pretty much all of it. Mark has in his 20s. As Blaze, he must have made a pretty bad mistake in turn 3 because he's dropped off a bit, but he's got around, he's in the 40% mark.
Yeah, so there's a fight for the lead there, but Josh is now attacking MDJ, and
MDJ
I
actually
think
has no Nhrls left.
Yeah, there's not
Pretty
a lot
much
left in the Williams either, but he's going to get DRS, so I expect him to clear the Renault.
Here we go, I'm going to follow on board. Oh, that's a touch there.
Yeah, give him a little bit of a love tap. They are going to go through turn 3.
Squeeze!
Ooh.
Charlie time penalty. Oh, that's a switchback!
Awesome dude, another penalty. Awesome dude's not
I
even
think
going to
he's
fish
got
in
it.
the points.
Yeah. Shifty has pretty much got all of his Nhrls. Dylan's in the 20 margin. The other Renault of Luke Beck is pretty much 50%. The last point person in 10th from Avalanche has got pretty much no Nhrls left, and neither does 11th place Charlie. Awesome dude is in like the high 70s. Raceway is in the 60% margin, and the two McLarens Race is in the 30 margin, and also last place Fox is in the 70 margin.
Listen, even with all this DRS action going on, Leroy is still, like, it's only a few milliseconds a lap, but he is actually pulling away because Indigo's trying to fight off Mark.
But by the way, we have gone past him at 90%, by the way.
Yep, everyone will get points here today.
Well, the people who didn't finish, in the top 10 won't.
Awesome dude in the box. I would say he's going to go for fastest lap, but he's going to be well outside the top 10.
Surely this is frustrating the Red Bull now.
Yeah, he's running out of time. He's running out of VRS as well, where Indigo's he's just playing with him at the moment. Like, at this stage of the race, the hards are the better tyre, but he's just got no energy to do anything.
Shifty's diving in! No, he's not.
Is MDJ going to lose another place?
What's happened to him?
He's on like 19 lap old mediums.
Oh, he's gone for it to turn
no,
one.
No.
Oh, that's a spin,
Shift to save it. Oh, great car control though. Quite silly for a dive bomb move there. Only make that move if you think you're definitely going to clear the car. But, yeah.
Blaze is back in here!
Indeed he is. It's probably, obviously the more he attacks Mark, the pressure is taken off Indigo.
You also got to remember one thing.
Yeah, Mark's just run a little bit wide.
Blaze also has 6 seconds of penalty, so...
Yeah. Could you check Josh's? Because I don't even know if like Josh could end up inheriting P4 by the end of the race.
Josh.
P5.
Josh has 6 seconds worth.
So I think Josh is going to be guaranteed at least P5 come the end of the race. Alright, the top runners, they've all got carps. They are lapping the McLaren. See Indigo just having a little sniff of slipstream. Blaze diving down the inside, trying to overtake the Red Bull, and he's made the move stick.
Yeah!
What a move! Not that like he's going to pull a 3-second gap in the last like lap and a half.
Yeah, there's only choice that could possibly happen. Blaze just to go and clear off and overtake the two other people,
But
or more likely option, Mark make a mistake.
Is Indigo working on a last lap heroic to try and overtake the Mercedes?
Oh no! Remember, the Mercedes will probably have had to save things.
Oh no! Oh my god, who's that? Yeah, yellow flag, yellow flag.
Yeah, he's in the barrier, I think. Yeah, he's in the barrier.
Was that awesome, dude? Oh,
yeah, he is.
He's in the back end. Final lap of the race then, it's all or nothing now for Indigo.
Here we go!
DRS era, surely rich fuel as well. He's catching the Merc. Oh, just send it, mate. No!
No!
Surely he's only got one more chance. Leroy's just going to be a sitting duck down the straight.
Here we go. DRS.
Leroy covering. No, Indigo.
Oh, he's getting on the outside.
Oh, huge lock up though. They do bang wheels on the corner exit.
Oh, Mark's in the wall.
No, Leroy's in the wall as well.
Whoa, what happened?
I noticed Carps was being involved there as well.
What happened?
I don't know, but Leroy could still get a podium here.
Blaze is throwing his teammate!
Yeah, but he's going to come across the line, but surely he's not going to win. But coming to the end of the race, Blaze by Gaming crossed the line, but it's Indigo who wins in Austria ahead of his teammate.
Josh might get a podium!
Maybe, does he? No, Mark edges him out just by 3 seconds. Oh, yeah. MDJ P5. I don't know what the hell has happened to Leroy there.
Leroy's had to limp.
Has he got a puncture? Yes, double. That's at least a rear right puncture. Oh, Dylan P5. Well, at least it's a double points finish for Renault. The Alpha Tower claiming the final points position, unless if Charlie can beat him. He does not. Recent Raceway still scrapping on the final lap for P12. Awesome Dude crosses P14. Carps P15. I don't even know if that was worth investigating on the final lap. But it's gifted Ferrari a 1-2, and it's definitely what they needed to bring the fight to Red Bull.
So what has clearly happened to me is obviously Mark obviously made that mistake all by himself, really. Yeah. But I believe what we were saying about if Leroy's tyres were going to get to the end, it would have been an ask in puncture territory, and on the very last lap he got that puncture.
The thing is, Leroy's tyres were 1 lap fresher than Indigo's, so I think that makes Indigo's win all that more remarkable.
Wow, what an end!
Oh,
it's
I really
almost as
enjoyed
chaotic
that.
as the win.
Yeah, saying an awesome dude having that penalty. I was trying to see who did get the fastest lap.
It was the awesome dude.
I'm trying to see who in the top 10 who had it.
Oh, then that would probably be...
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh will inherit the fastest lap. Let's have a quick look at the race director. Don't think, or at least with the 5-second penalties, that the stewards are going to be that busy.
Bloody hell, what happened there?
Obviously a load of corner cutting. Right, full race rundown then. Indigo taking the win for Ferrari ahead of his teammate. It's a 1-2 for Ferrari, Blaze P2, Mark P3 for Red Bull, Josh P4 for Williams, Dylan P5, great drive from the Division 2 driver, MDJ P6 on the last on the grid, Leroy 7th, Shifters 8th, Fluke 9th, Avalanche 10th, it's Charlie, Raceway, Reese, Awesome Dude, Carps. The only DNFs were Q-Tip and Aspect. Right, shall we get them in?
Yep, let them in, Jesus Christ. You should be able to. Vitamin, you should.
Do you want me to do it, or are you going to be doing it?
I actually can't invite them.
Oh, hang on. I'll do it then. Right, they've been invited. The thing is with that race, it was kind of... It was a bit mental with what was going on, but... Say, the majority of the drivers, it was actually quite clean.
Hmm.
Sensible driving there from a lot of people today.
Between turn 4 and 5, though, that was amazing. What happened on the last lap? Kind of takes me back to last season at the last lap of Hungary. Pleased as in? Is that laughter or crying?
Both. He's probably just wet himself.
Oh, I can definitely tell he is happy with himself. We're still waiting on the two of us. Oh, no, we aren't. We're just waiting on one now. Gonna wait for Mark now.
I'll send Mark a message.
Oh yeah, Connor, by the way, I didn't touch Lee, he had a puncher. I didn't touch him.
Okay.
If he wants to report it, but I didn't touch him. He had a puncher.
I didn't really see much. I had a bit of a dodgy camera angle. I just saw the carnage going on.
Don't worry, we were pretty much just guessing that that's what happened with the puncher anyway.
I thought, to be honest with you, I actually thought Jamie hit him, but no, his tyre went.
I've just had a nice message from my mother. Our new router and Wi-Fi package will arrive on Monday.
Well, that's something.
Oh, here's Mark.
Hola.
I would say where the hell do we start with this one, but we might as well start with the man in P3. Mark, I'd say really good drive, respectful driving, clean racing as well. What happened? Was it strategy? Just not have the pace at the end, or did anything happen on the last lap? Takes for your race perspective, that was a mental one.
Oh, well, on the last lap the car just let go on me, so I managed to put it in the wall, put it that way. But, see, I didn't want to go mediums because I knew for a fact as soon as they get into danger territory they have a chance of puncturing, which Lee did get, eventually. Because I think I was sitting on about, on the hards I was sitting on about 70 odd, and I'm pretty sure and the medium runners would have been a bit further on up than that, to say the least. But when I tried to defend, there's nothing I could do because as soon as I was getting basically put onto the curb, I was nowhere. If I put the power down, I would have spun somebody else at the same time into turn 3. Is it? Turn 2, turn 3.
Yeah.
That one. Every time someone made the move on me, if I put the power down on the outside, I would have spun them because the fact the room was given wasn't, let's say, the best. But overall, it was a good battle with Jamie at the start. It was annoying the safety car came out because me and him were getting away quite a distance, which kind of lost all that safety car. But I think after the pit stops, it was kind of just stay behind, see what I could do.
That's the only other thing I want to talk about is with Austria being round 11, we are now halfway through the season. How's the season gone for you so far?
I would say it's gone well. Like I'm leading the championship.
Yep, Red Bull and yourself still at the top of both championships, so
I think though
there's still a long
since
way
the
to go.
Ferrari's gained a lot of points this race, so that's going to make it a bit closer back at the top for constructors. But it makes it more interesting if you have it that way, to say the least.
It's a fight we look forward to seeing. Going to move on to P2 then. Blazed. I think it was a lot of screaming the moment the 2 red cars crossed the lines. Tell us how your race went, and was there anything you could have done differently to maybe have pulled off a win today?
Oh god, where do I start? First of all,
Preferably on lap 1.
yeah, I mean, the start of the race, I got a decent start and managed to stay ahead of the car behind me, and even got a run on Josh into turn 1. Kind of got squeezed out, and just bided my time, and then I think got him in the next 2 corners. It's kind of a blur, really. Pitted lap 4 under safety car for the second set of softs. I did decide to go for the 2-stop strategy in the end. So put the softs on under the safety car, was in, I think, P8, around that area. Managed to overtake P7, 6, and I think it was 5 in the end, and then pitted for the mediums. Well, me and Dylan actually were in 1 and 2 at one point, because everybody else still hadn't pitted for their first stop yet. So we were leading the race, and then we both pitted the same lap for the mediums, and then really from there it was Mark, Jamie, and Lee and Taze. They were all fighting each other. So I did my best to capitalise on that and managed to close down the gap. Made a mistake and almost spun out of turn 3. Lost the back end and lost a chunk of time. And then managed to overtake Mark on, I think, lap 34, and then or lap 35, sorry. And from then it was looking like I was going to finish behind him, and then I turn my camera around to see him spin around in the wall, and then I look in front of me to see Lee go into the wall as well, or Taze go into the wall. So it was kind of like, as I said, I thought Jamie actually did hit him. But no, his tyres must have been just so worn that they just gave in on him and he speared into the wall.
Gamey, do you want to add anything else to that?
So you've obviously done all 3 of them now, have you? Or
No, I was wondering if you
kind of-
wanted to ask Blaze or anything.
just not really ask. Just thought I'd say that to be fair, Blaze, that race kind of pretty much went your way. You actually crossed the line at the winner, I think. So yeah, you're definitely you're probably like the best person on the grid today, I must say.
That's always
it's
going to be
just-
one that's up for debate. There was a lot of good driving from everyone today.
There was a lot of good driving, but I'm saying Blaze is definitely up there.
He had penalties, man. He
it-
didn't win the race. Sorry.
It was just
Well,
frustrating.
he crossed the line, the winner.
I'll be.
It was just frustrating that I was just too inconsistent in the first 2 laps. Managed to pick up 6 seconds within those 2 laps, and then kind of was just stuck with that for the rest of the race. And it was really frustrating seeing that I could have lost the podium because of those penalties. It was just lucky for me that, you know, Mark and Lee's cars, just their tyres weren't up for it.
Yeah, about that on the final lap, knowing that you were carrying those penalties, did it make you drive harder, or, you know, were you under any kind of pressure to catch up to the podium guys, let alone pull some kind of deficit? I mean, to be fair, you should be counting your lucky stars for this one. The podium was gifted to you, but it is what happens in racing. But yeah, were you under pressure for the final 3 laps?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking I really have to get past Mark here, or otherwise this goes out the window. So, I mean, I just kind of chucked it up the inside, and it managed to actually work out for me. So, that was good. Apart from then, after that, it was like, I'm not going to get this podium.
There's still great driving nonetheless. Going to move on to P1. Indigo, another win. You're really helping Ferrari bring the fight back into the constructors. Takes for your race perspective, and I just can't imagine how happy the pair of you are.
Me and Mark had a good race at the beginning. He got me off the start because I always get shocking starts, and we came to our pits to the safety car, like, brought the gap down me and Mark developed in the first part of the race. Then we switched over to, we didn't pit, we saw Blaze pit, but that didn't concern me because everybody else stayed out, so we had some guys behind us, and me and him pitted on the same lap. I saw he switched over to the hard tyres and me on the medium, so I was asking myself, have I made the right call? So in the initial part of that stint, I pulled away from Mark, made a couple of mistakes under pressure from myself, beating myself up again. From the Puddlesby corner and turn 2, I lost it on traction and Mark got past me. Then it was a tactical race from there on in, because I saw Leroy behind on the exact same tyres as me on the medium, and when I saw later in the race, when I saw my tyres weren't going to make it, I was like, right, time to have a tactical race. I didn't need to fight anymore. I need to stay in a DRS train, then fight at the very end, which I did exactly, because my tyres weren't going to make it to the end. So in the corners, I was going slowly, allowing Leroy to get a gap about 9/10, so I can just catch up again, then do the same thing in the corners, holding Mark up, and use the extra ERS I saved up to pull away from Mark. Mark fought beautifully again. He thought one point he was going to overtake me and pull away, but he didn't, and I managed to get back at him. So I was using Lee for the. I think Leroy is the reason why I won today, because I was able to use him as a DRS train, and I was saving about 90%, 100% ERS. So thanks to him, it kept me ahead of Mark and saved my tyres up, because I could push on the straight. When he came to the corner, I could just save, because I have Leroy up there for me to win the race for me. And when he got a puncture on the last lap, me and him were fighting. My heart was beating, because I was like, sugar, have I left it too late? I was going to fight him on lap 35, but I saw my tyres were 80%. I was like, they're going to get a puncher, they're going to get a puncher. So I left it too late on lap 35. Then on lap 36, I was like, I got to go for it. He's defended into turn 2. Now turn 4 is my last chance to overtake him. So using all of my ERS and later braking, I managed to go around the outside. I think he got a better exit than me. Yes, he did actually. He got a better exit, but no ERS, whereas I had extra ERS to use. And when I saw him spin, I was like, that's definitely a puncher. So when I heard Mark spun too, so it was a Ferrari 1-2, and I slowed down and let my teammate go, because I was on the verge of getting a puncher, and in the end it was like 81%. My rear tyres, I was like, I need to slow down because I can't afford a puncher, especially for the constructors now, because we got a 1 and 2. And when we crossed the line, we were very happy, and I was very happy, especially because all the bad luck ended there. I managed to get the race win in Austria, so it was tactical racing from me to get least penalties and stay in second place, effectively, or third.
Yeah, a really good race from you. I bet you're all over the moon, but Gamey, do you want to say anything else before I round everything off?
Well, apart from congratulations to the winner, and congratulations to the podiums, and I imagine you're probably going to try and keep this up in our home country next time round.
I need a better strategy because soft and medium was a bit too risky.
Here comes the rain.
Yeah, true. Mark, good race from you, mate.
GG.
I bet you were annoyed when you were stuck behind me.
Oh, I was.
Did you know what I was doing?
Right, you
you
guys
know
can
that?
talk about this afterwards. I'm going to have to round off the stream first. Join us for Division 2 next Thursday. We get to do it all over again. It goes halfway through the season to Austria again. As for the British GT3 Championship, congratulations again to Notluke Beck for taking the win at Snetterton. The GT3 guys head to Brands Hatch on Tuesday. As for Nhrl Division 1, it said round 12, Silverstone next week. Provisional weather, 50-50, dry or rain. So everyone keep your eyes on the weather reports over the next couple of days. Gamey, any other final words?
No, it's just it's been another great race. Again, I suggest to all the drivers that they should probably get some wet practice in, because obviously it is Britain. We are known for it. So yeah, but it's been fun, and it's going to be great again next time.
Indeed. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and congratulations again to the top 3. We'll see you next week at Silverstone.